So in 2020, I started off as the high school NIL deals guy on X. I think back then it was actually Twitter, and also started an Instagram profile. This is when I started to really dive into the topic of NIL. Then the next couple of years, I decided to take it on, and I noticed that California was in the talks of starting to bring NIL to the high school level. And when it passed, I then took that opportunity to build out my platform. And in 2022, I decided to form the for-profit organization, High School NIL Deals LLC, to help high school athletes and their families find NIL endorsement opportunities. And it was truly a blessing, and I was grateful for the opportunity to work with so many high school athletes. And I built my platform up to the point of where it's at now. And with that energy of focusing on high school athletes and empowering them with all the knowledge that I've accumulated through my time, I then started to build relationships. And in 2023, the big that came from the Florida top recruit and an NBA prospect, Mr. Elijah DeVaul. This young man is such an exciting player. And so when I got that DM, I was truly, truly grateful, and I thank the heavens, because he asked me, can I help him get NIL deals? And I was so upset because at that point, the state of Florida did not make it legal. And so fast forward to July 24th, and the FHSAA, the Florida High School Athletic Association, which is the governing body, decided to make it legal and allowed high school athletes of the state of Florida to profit off of their NIL. It was a big day, folks. I was so jubilated and excited that I told my team, and then from there we started to put together a plan. Unfortunately, October comes along, and that's when Hurricane Milton hits us. Not us, because I'm in California, but hits them in Florida. I've never experienced a catastrophic event, and I'm sure some of you probably on this call probably may have. But when I heard about the news, if it wasn't from building that connection with Elijah, I don't think I would have actually done anything. I probably would have swept it underneath the rug and moved about my day. But I needed to figure out, what can I do to help families in the state of Florida rebuild their lives after Hurricane Milton? And so that was the beginning. And from there, as you can see, there we go. And as you can see, after October, we founded the 501c3 nonprofit Rebuild After Hurricane Milton Incorporated. And that was the biggest milestone for me, because that was literally the first time I've actually taken an initiative on such a big catastrophic event like this. So I was learning on the fly, then inspired other people to help as well. And the organization was started. So as you can see there, from that point forward, our organization was truly built off of high school athletes. And, like I've always said, and I'm truly, truly grateful for this experience, but high school athletes now are a cut above. They are smarter than ever. They know what they want out of life. They are a generation that is truly on a mission to make a better world for themselves and their children. They're concerned about their generation, and they are passionate. So the reason I say that is because the responses came in overwhelmingly. So within the high school student athlete volunteers program, we asked them what they would like to do, and they all decided to vote on the campaign. So the campaign now was launched 2 weeks ago. It was to start a public charity campaign, and they're encouraging other young leaders on campus to start a public charity, or at least volunteer for a charity that's solving problems that they deeply care about. Every athlete has something that they want to do, and it's so exciting. So it's truly something that I want everybody to be part of. But as you can see, our journey has now taken on a new turn. The athletes, we asked them how many of them out of the 323 would like to be a public charity founder one day. And it was an overwhelming response. 55% of them responded to the email and said yes. So that is really how we've taken our journey from me being the high school NIL deals guy to now having over 323 high school athletes now contributing their time to help families rebuild their lives after Hurricane Milton. Now, with that being said, we've now transitioned into the next iteration where these athletes are now going to learn the journey of starting a public charity from scratch.